Hey, Brian Miller here, author, speaker, magician, podcast host, and audio nerd. And welcome to Audio for Content Creators, where we help you sound better and level up for all your content creation needs. And I'm just about to jump on a Zoom call to record a podcast. I'm actually co-hosting a brand new podcast. More on that very shortly here on the channel. It's very exciting. But in the meantime, I wanted to answer a really specific question or address a specific problem that happens all throughout the podcasting community and the content creators community as well, which is recording and not realizing that your mic didn't record. Somehow, this seems to happen to people constantly. In the podcasting forums and various content creation forums, there are so many folks that post the, "Oh my God, I can't believe it. I recorded this whole thing. It was perfect. And I finished and I found out my mic wasn't recording. It wasn't plugged in. It wasn't turned on." My heart breaks when I read these posts, and I feel for people, but also I'm frustrated because it's such an easy thing to avoid. And in this video, I'm going to show you 3 specific ways that you can avoid mic failure and one bonus thing to watch out for. First way to avoid mic failure: always record and monitor with headphones on. Anything that you're recording these days should have the option to do low or no latency monitoring, which simply means you can hear your voice as you're talking coming in through your own headphones. Whether you're using a portable audio recorder or a digital audio interface or a USB microphone, there is some way to plug in your headphones and listen to your voice as it's happening. Now, you might not be able to do this if you're using, say, a microphone plugged directly into your phone. For most people, in most situations, especially if you're making a podcast, you should, if you can, use headphones and monitoring so that at least you know the mic itself is working. Second way to avoid mic failure is to take a look at the level meter while you're testing your audio before you start recording. So for instance, if you look here, this is Audio Hijack, just what I happen to be recording in right now, but it doesn't matter. Whatever, you might be in live streaming software, you might be in Zoom, you might be in a digital audio workstation. All you have to do is take a look at your level meter to see that you are actually pegging on the meter and it's lining up with your voice. And one of the easiest ways to do that is to gently tap the mic 3 times. And each time you tap the mic, you would have seen this meter right here pegging specifically with my taps. You know for sure that your mic is plugged in and that your software, your live streaming software or OBS, your DAW or whatever you're using is recognizing that mic. And finally, the most surefire way to guarantee that you're not going to have mic failure is to do a 5-second test recording before you actually start your podcast or content creation or video or whatever you're doing. Just hit record for 5 or 10 seconds, and then, tell your favorite joke or your favorite pun. So you could be like, "Frank wondered why the ball was getting bigger, and then it hit him." And then stop recording and listen back. Just hit play. And if it sounds like it's supposed to, because you got your headphones on, like we talked about in the first tip, if it sounds like it's supposed to, you're good to go. Hit record and start your content. So those are 3 simple ways to avoid mic failure. And now, one little bonus thing that you might want to watch out for. It's really important that you have your mic positioned correctly. Every microphone has a way that it is supposed to be positioned for you to record with it. Some microphones are side address, like the one I'm using right now, the Movo VSM7. This is currently unreleased. It hasn't even been announced yet. I believe I have the first production model right here. So watch out. Next week on this channel, I'm doing an overview with this microphone. I think if you're listening right now, you're going to dig it. But anyway, a lot of microphones like the Movo VSM7, like the Blue Yetis, they're side address microphones. They're designed for you to record speaking into the side of the microphone. Essentially, the mic's going to be vertical, like this mic that you usually see me recording with. I'm not recording with it right now, but this is a side address mic. So I would be speaking into the side of the mic. what happens a lot is you see people using a Blue Yeti or something, and what they're doing is they've got it positioned so that they're talking into the top of the mic. Did you hear what just happened? This microphone isn't designed to pick up from the top of the mic. It's designed to pick up from the side. It's a side address microphone. Meanwhile, some microphones, like the Shure SM58, are actually designed for you to speak into the top of it. The Shure SM7B is another great example. You're supposed to speak into the top of it. And whatever you do, make sure that you're not speaking into the wrong side of the microphone, because if you're using a standard cardioid mic, which is what you'll almost always be using for podcasting or voiceover narration, maybe a super cardioid if you're dealing with a boom microphone that's overhead. But if you're dealing with a cardioid microphone of any kind, it's designed to pick up from the front, a little bit to the sides, but nothing from the back. So right now, if I had this facing the wrong way, you would barely be able to hear my voice. It would sound really muffled, and you're probably hearing more of the fan from my computer right now than you're hearing from me, because this microphone is designed to be picking up almost exclusively from the front and rejecting everything from the back. And so you really need to just check your microphone before you start recording. There's an obvious front and an obvious back, and if you're not sure, check the manual, it'll tell you. So there you have it, 3 really easy ways to guarantee you never have mic failure again, and 1 bonus tip for you to pay attention to. Was this video helpful? If it was, hit that like button. I know I'm supposed to say smash it, but honestly, aren't we tired of hearing that? Go down into the comments and let me know what tip was most useful for you, which tip you are going to be using to make sure that you never have audio microphone troubles again. And of course, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We are really starting to roll on this channel now that I've got time and I'm not touring on anymore because, pandemic. Now that I'm not on the road anymore, I'm starting to produce 1, sometimes 2, or even 3 videos a week right here on this channel. Lots of amazing stuff coming your way, including a full review plus a blind audio comparison of the new VSM7 professional podcaster's mic from Movo. Stay tuned, hit subscribe, hit like, comment down below. Come back and join us again so you can sound better and level up. And I gotta go because I got a Zoom person waiting for me. What the hell is a Zoom person? It's like a pod person. Jonathan, I called you a pod person.